All right, so a lot of the times on Sundays, this is typically used to do open houses, right? Everybody knows this is when you're going to be doing open houses. And it's cool, but the problem is you don't do it right. And it may be because you don't know, which is fine, but a lot of the times it's because you're not doing all the right things to make the open house dope. For instance, like, what do you mean, Thomas? Jesus Christ. So what do you mean, Thomas? Now, a big part about doing open houses is I'm assuming that it's not necessarily for the seller. The seller thinks it's for them, and as agents, y'all know, it's not necessarily for the sellers. What is it really for? It's to get more buyers. That's the whole thing, is to get more buyers while you're doing an open house. Now, because only one person can get the house. And so what you're doing is you post a graphic, you send it up, and you bought all of these cookies and pops and chips and whatevers, and nobody showed up. And now you're upset. You're upset. Now you're saying open houses don't work. But the end goal is to always know that is to get more buyers. But the problem is the graphics. The graphics. Here's a few things you can do. Now, obviously, y'all know about social media. Y'all know about IG Lives. Y'all know about the Facebook. Y'all already know about that stuff. Now, as opposed to marketing it the day before, here's what I would suggest. Is to create a strategy. Even if you can only do it for a week, maybe 2 weeks, but create a strategy that will allow you to actually do it all centered around that open house. Now, if you about to try to do 7 open houses at one time now, probably ain't gonna work. Probably gonna work and probably gonna look good. So what you need to do is create a strategy. The strategy will be something like this. So on day 1, you're going to end up just doing an IG video just talking about the listing. Not that you're going to do something cheesy to go into the house, but you're just going to be talking about the listing. Hey, over here at 123 Main Street, and we're here, blah, 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 blah. Do the stuff that you normally do, but the only thing that I would change is to say who the home is actually for. Who the home is for. Family of 6, family of 4. If you want to be in a close neighborhood, close proximity, yada, yada, yada. You're saying who the home is for. That's what you need to do as part of the strategy. But you're not necessarily selling anything. You're not even telling them an open house is going to be there. You're just building engagement. So that's what I would do in the first part of the strategy. Now, if you're doing it for a week, let's say you start this on a Sunday. So what do you do the other days, Thomas? Great question. So on that Monday, maybe you post a little graphic on there. If you had somebody go out and take photos, maybe you do like a cool go into Canva and create something fun or whatever and put some trendy music behind it and just show what you can do with the actual, with the home. So that's step 1. So first, all we did was just talk about it on IG, Facebook, all the things. And then the second thing is we're saying who the home is for. Now, what's really important about that is when you say who the home is for, that puts you, or that generalizes it. And Thomas, I want to make sure that everybody can see who it's for. Sure. I get it. You want everybody to buy the home. Everybody's not going to buy the home. People are going to buy the home if it fits what they want to do. So as you're marketing it, you address who this home is for and why it's valuable for them. So keep in mind, stay with me now. Step 1, you just talk about the home. You do a live, you create a video, whatever the case may be, just talking about the home. The second day, you post some photos, you post some graphics. If you were the actual listing agent, you post some of the media about it. You know you're going to do an open house. You haven't said anything about an open house yet. The third day, you want to go a little bit extra, and you may talk about some of the features in the area. So you may talk about how close the schools are. You may talk about how close it is to shopping. So now we're talking about the benefits of staying here, right? So we've already talked about the home itself. We talked about who the home is for. And now we talked about if you decide to get a home in that area, what are the benefits? So you're talking about schools. You're talking about proximity to shopping. You're talking about all the things that would be the icing on the cake for you to stay in that house, okay? Now, for y'all that are looking, I want you to stay with me. First day, talking about the house. Second day, we're talking about who the home is for, all right? The third day, we're talking about the benefits of being in that home. Why should somebody give a care that this home is right near Casey's gas station. Well, if y'all know me, y'all know Thomas loves pizza. And who has the best convenience store pizza? Casey's, right? And then the fourth day, you go back to a graphic. So now we've used media content twice within this week. The second day and the fourth day. And then the fifth day, let's say it's a Friday, now we're actually going to go live. We are live. We're live. Now, you can obviously have a strategy, have some bullet points, have some things you want to talk about. But this is how you properly market your open houses. Because I'm going to be honest, I'm usually not even seeing that a house was even an open house until maybe the day of. And unless somebody's putting that in their timeline, oh yeah, we're going to go to 123 Main Street. We're going to head down to Buffalo Avenue and we're going to stop by. Unless they're already there in that plan, you're not giving them any reason to come see it outside of them just knowing you, right? So we got to paint the picture of what it looks like for them to be there. Now, you're saying Saturday, Thomas, what am I doing Saturday? Saturday, you're going again, you're telling them it's going to be open house. Like, this is where you double down. Let's say you typically just do one video talking about the open house. We're talking about it maybe 2 to 3 times on your story, and maybe you're creating a reel. Thomas, but I don't want my IG to be boggled down with open house stuff. First off, your IG is trash, you know. If it can be boggled down with anything, let's make it something valuable. And let's make it usable. Have some intent behind it. And that's the biggest thing. The biggest thing is intent. So, if you're going to do an open house, let me tell you the strategy one more time. Because I need to go home and help and he is from my wife. All right. So, day 1, you're going to talk about the house. Oh, this house is dope. Because it's like, oh, this house is dope. This house has near a pool. This house is got a, I don't know. You just talk about the house, right? You guys can use ChatGPT to come up with some cool words. Second day, you're talking about who the house is for. So you're going to be going in, or you may already have some media, but you're going to be talking about if it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, if you're trying to downsize, if you are looking for a park that's by the house and you don't got to watch your kids because you want to give them to society, give them to the Lord. You're talking about the benefits of having that house for who it's for in that second day. The third day, you're talking about what's close by, what's nice, what's convenient to be here. Hey, you're 2 miles from the interstate, you're 5 miles from this shopping center, blah, 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 blah. There's no HOA, so you can park your car in the yard, whatever the case, right? And then you're going back to media on that 4th day. And then Friday, you're going to go and we're going to be like hitting social media hard on your stories. So talking about, hey, now it's an open house coming up. So Saturday, now it's an open house coming up. So that's how you do it. That's how you structure marketing strategy with some intent within a week's time frame. Let me know if you have any questions.